Well, today Mikel Arteta has come out and really broken silence onto this guy's transfer to Arsenal. Is none other than Kylian Mbappe. And hope most of you really need to know loads about what the gaffer of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, has come out and really said about Kylian Mbappe. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun. It's a Friday. We are heading into the weekend, and it looks like it's one of those weekends that is going to be action-packed with lots of Premier League games. If you support Arsenal, you can as well go onto the video section and check out the recent video I went ahead to upload when I was breaking down the game of Arsenal and Burnley and why Arsenal need to win this beautiful game of football. Liverpool will be the early kickstarters of the game that is tomorrow when they are playing against Brentford. Then Man City will come on later to close off the day, and on Sunday Man United is playing away at Luton Town. So Chelsea is taking on Manchester City. That is really important for very many other teams. So let's see close to 200 likes. Smash on this video because Arteta has broken silence on Kylian Mbappe's transfer to Arsenal. He has talked about the momentum that Arsenal should obviously keep on to see either they lift the Premier League title and so much and so more. So I come in peace to obviously address you here onto the Rokani Media Football, and we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims Barakallahu Fikum, and let's get going and let's set the ball rolling to the heights. Now, yesterday night, stories were broken from credible sources coming in from Fabrizio Romano that Kylian Mbappe is going to hit to confirm to the side of PSG that he's no longer interested in being a player there. That's what he came out and really said. And when he said that, obviously, he was linked to very many teams. Though there are rumors that he's going to go to Real Madrid, Arsenal is one of those teams that are being linked to signing Kylian Mbappe as a free agent. And today, we've been blessed with the manager of Mikel Arteta, with the manager of Arsenal coming in through and obviously telling us the following on Kylian Mbappe saying he will leave PSG. Arteta responded and said, "When there is a player of that caliber, we always have to be in the conversation. But as said, it looks like it will go a different way." Then he was pressed and asked on if Arsenal is really trying to conduct talks with Kylian Mbappe. Arteta said, "I'm not. Maybe Arsenal sporting director Edu and the owners are, but I'm not in those conversations until the last stage." So Arteta has come out and really spoken and given out his insight onto Kylian Mbappe. And we all understand that Kylian Mbappe is linked to every team in the world. Barcelona, Real Madrid. I'm talking about the big teams. Bayern Munich, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. You know, he's being linked all over. But the problem is that the player looks like he has an attachment to Real Madrid. But Arteta has come out and told us that maybe Arsenal sporting director Edu, who wasn't there to address himself, and the owners are, because they are owners of clubs that really went ahead to make decisions that their managers should just come in through in the last stage, because they are players that the owners come in through and say, let's sign this player, and the coach has nothing to say about it, because the owner will always be the owner. Sometimes they'll let you agree on all the players you need, but there is that special kind of signing that will always come in through to the club, and you won't even have a say on it. For example, when you look at players like Pablo Mari, it was a signature of the sporting director, that is Edu. You know, Martinelli, you know, he was brought in by Edu from Brazil, having been scouted when he was at Corinthians, and very many other players. So this happens a lot, especially on players that are really gonna do what we call they're gonna do what we call a huge financial influx in the income of Arsenal. For example, Kylian Mbappe, as I told you, that everyone who says that Arsenal doesn't have money to bring in Kylian Mbappe doesn't know what the game of football is. Before you talk about Mbappe not being able, or Arsenal not being able to obviously get in Kylian Mbappe, first ask yourself, how much will Kylian Mbappe make to the side of Arsenal? That is it. That's the most important bit of it. How much will Kylian Mbappe make for the side of Arsenal? Because he can make them loads and loads of shirt sales. Secondly, the fan base Mbappe really has. I think he's gonna hit to surpass, if I'm not mistaken, when you look at his Instagram, let me check it right now. He has gonna hit to surpass, I think, 100 million followers on Instagram. Mbappe is the new generation leader. You know, after Lionel Messi, after Lionel Messi and Ronaldo, this guy is obviously taking over the football stage, and him and Erling Haaland are really great. He now has 111 million followers and is just 25 years of age. So if you were to ask Kylian Mbappe on how much he charges to obviously see his product, all an advertisement product posted on his page, you know, he might tell you that I want close to $500,000. You get? Now, if you're Arsenal, every time you play and win, this guy is gonna come up and post you. You know, do you know how much traffic is gonna drive to the side of Arsenal? If Kylian Mbappe can add Arsenal 2 or 3 or 4, 5 or 10 million people onto the fan base and socials of Arsenal, that will be huge business, because that will mean a lot. And even if they are not planning to keep him for a long time, he would have gonna hate to do a lot for the club of Arsenal. You take Mbappe into that side of Arsenal, no team can stop Arsenal. That is it, because this is a man who will obviously produce a moment of magic. And just imagine a trio of Mbappe, right? Of Mbappe, Gabriel Jesus, and Bukayo Saka. Any manager would like to have such a trio. So, Josh Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal, and the sporting director, plus the financial department of Arsenal, cannot be worried on signing Kylian Mbappe, because they know how much it means. And such players in the world, you know, happen once in a lifetime. Because Mbappe right now is having a proposal to Real Madrid, we all know, but Real Madrid is offering him less money. But Arsenal can really come out and outcompete Real Madrid. So it is really one of those deals that we have to keep a keen eye on and see who is really gonna clinch it. But Arteta said that maybe Josh Kroenke, Edu in this deal, but for him he'll come in at the last stage if at all something is very important. And it shows you that there is something between Arsenal and Kylian Mbappe, because the manager would have gone ahead to come out and say, no, we are not doing anything with Kylian Mbappe. But he is still leaving us with a huge room of thought that this guy is obviously gonna be up and running somewhere. So for me, I really like it, and I'm really very impressed that Arsenal is in this, because me as a fan of the Premier League, I'd love to see all the best players in the world coming in through to play in the Premier League, because Kylian Mbappe, arguably for me, he's the best player in the world right now. If Arsenal can get him, the better. That will trigger the team I support as Man United to get in other players that can obviously outmatch Kylian Mbappe. That is it. So let's wait and see where this is gonna really build to, because that means Arteta's gonna have to set a foundation of really getting more links of Kylian Mbappe to Arsenal. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But it's really it's a very huge story coming through from Mikel Arteta as far as this is really concerned. So let's move on to the next step. But all those that we are saying that Arsenal cannot sign Kylian Mbappe, you've heard it from your manager that Arsenal, maybe the bosses of Arsenal are really trying to do something onto this deal to give it life and to make it happen. So never say never. I told you, I've always told you, the transfer window, never say never. And if you are Arsenal and Kylian Mbappe is going to hit to show you that he would love to come and play for you, it's better you sacrifice anything to get him in. That is it. After that, Arteta was asked on to how hard it is to keep the momentum going. Remember, Arsenal has not gone ahead to lose any game in the Premier League ever since this season ever since this calendar year started of 2024, and they've gone ahead to win all their four. They've gone ahead to win all their 4 Premier League games. Against Crystal Palace 5-0, Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 3-1, and West Ham 6-0. And that is really momentum that every Arsenal fan would like to see his team keep. And that's the momentum they've been asking Mikel Arteta. He replied and said, it's the most important part of the season, and we know that every fixture is going to play a significant role in what we want to achieve. Burnley is the most important one at the moment, a team that is extremely difficult to beat. You look at the results and how teams have drawn or beaten them, and it's been through very small margins. They're extremely well coached, a team that is very competitive, so we know that we have a very tough match on Saturday, and that's the only focus for us, to continue to play with the same energy and enthusiasm and play the game. Compete in the game in the best way possible, and the rest will come to pass. So he's giving them their flowers, but I don't think that it's really right to obviously pile a lot of praise to the side of Burnley. I know they are coached well, but their quality does not really match the quality of Arsenal. I know they are looking to playing at home and really find themselves win the game of football, but it's going to be really hard. After playing Liverpool away, even if you're hosting Arsenal, you just don't want to obviously host Arsenal. Arsenal is going to be in a different gear altogether. That won't really allow you to obviously give yourself a chance. And I don't give Burnley a chance in this game. And if at all Arsenal ever really loses points in this game, I'll get to know that this is the trophy cutoff point for Arsenal. But however much Arteta is doing that, I know that's what a manager is supposed to go or hate to do before the game, to come out and really say and really hail the enemy, the opponent. But I don't really see any reason as to why Arteta had to do this. It's uncalled for me, because the facts are written all over the wall that Arsenal is going to edge this side. It's going to edge this side. If you look at that predicted starting 11 I put up, there is no way Burnley can survive. Vincent Kompany has shown us that they can play good football, but however much they can play good football, I don't see them, hear me out, I don't see them come close to stopping Arsenal. Even if Arsenal scores less, like 2 or 1, many chances would have gone ahead to be missed. If Arsenal happens to kill off their chances, trust me, what happened in West London last weekend can happen to Burnley. I'm sure, because Burnley is going to open up, and them opening up, however much they're going to be at their stadium known as Turf Moor, that doesn't really give them any chance to really do the needful. I think Arsenal has always gone ahead to be having troubles when they're really playing a team that will pack the bus and hit them on the break, especially away from home. You saw it with Luton Town. But I don't see any character, or any traits of Luton Town in Burnley. Burnley is a team that will come in through and say, let's go head to head. We are going to pass from the back, and we are going to build our game of football beautifully. That's what Vincent Kompany goes for, and I don't see him really change. And the beauty of it all is that he's backed by the staff of the team and the owners, because we haven't had anyone talking about really sacking this man who was going to head obviously lift them from the Championship to the Premier League in his first season, where he was doing the job there. So that is it coming in through from Mikel Arteta, and talking about momentum of Arsenal. Then lastly, as we obviously break this down, he was asked on being involved in an exciting title race. He said, we want to be there, and that means that we've done a lot of things right during this season, and we have learned a lot of things from last season. We've shown a big level of consistency and good things in the team, and now we want to go another step forward and maintain that consistency. Continue to play the way we are playing and perform, and let's see where we get. So, if there is one thing that Arsenal is going to have to get right, is not being on top of the table right now. I think it's much easier to not be a favorite like Arsenal, according to the number of years Arsenal have gone ahead to take without competing for the Premier League trophy. it works out for them. And no one is really piling pressure onto the side of Arsenal, and they're really doing their thing. Pressure is so much on Liverpool and Man City because these two teams have gone ahead to show us that in the last 6-7 seasons, they've been really tussling out to win the Premier League trophy. But for Arsenal, last season, pressure went to the heads of Arsenal players, and they went ahead to obviously to capitulate. You know, they imploded and they couldn't really get anywhere. But this time around, they are focusing onto the game, and few people are really giving them a chance to win the trophy because they know they've not gone ahead to get to that level. But finally, I know Arsenal will catch up on Liverpool and Man City very, very soon. So the trophy race still goes on, and the games are really coming in through. And the beauty is that Arsenal still has to play Man City away from home. If Arsenal can go out Man City and really shock them with a win, then a lot can happen. So thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Arteta breaking silence on Kylian Mbappe's transfer to Arsenal in the comment section below. I want to see what your thoughts are. And then the momentum on maintaining it, and the trophy or title or the Premier League title race that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to obviously come out and really not dispute. He has gone ahead to ratify it, and he has backed it with facts that his team has gone ahead to do more right things than they did last season. So may the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Rokani David remains my name, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And you know how we do it. Arsenal and other news. And after this story, you know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring you more and more and more stories about other teams that is not Arsenal. 2 stories, Arsenal news show. I'm returning with more stories. Maybe later I'll do a live stream that might excite everyone. Ciao, ciao, my mates.